Hey everybody, it's Dave here from Mogdog, and I'm back at you with another episode in our free-to-play journey. That's right, this is episode 2. So if you're back from the first one, thanks for joining me on the second one. And let's just start with a little update on sort of what's happened so far. So it's day 2. The account's about 24 hours old. I managed to play for about 3 hours last night. I wanted to kind of give myself a leg up, so here's what we were able to accomplish. I got to level 20, so that opened a few things for me. Guardian Ring, the mine, which I still have to save up 500 gems to unlock that. I'm at, what, 255? That's a really important one. Actually, if you're a new player, I think there's 3 levels. Yeah, so 3 levels in the mine, and once you have unlocked the 3rd level, you get about 15, 16, something like that, gems a day. So, if you're planning to play Raid for the long term, the sooner you unlock this mine, obviously, the more benefit you're going to get in the long term from that. So, we're definitely gonna save up and get that done. Yeah, Guardian Ring got opened, so I threw one guy in there. Again, this is secondary for me, so mine first, and then I will probably go ahead and use my gems to unlock all these different slots in the Guardian Ring. After which, then, typically what I do is just save my gems to buy ancient shards. So we'll kind of talk more about that when I get to that point. Alright, so like I said, yeah, level 20. I've got a few champions here. So I did use a promo code. I promised I wouldn't spend any money on this count, which I won't. But I will use everything I can get my hands on. So I did use a promo code, and that gave me Talia. She's not the greatest epic, but definitely good to start with. So she's got a few cool skills. She's a triple attacker, so she'll be good in the Fire Knight. And she also has a decent AoE, so pretty good. Yeah, this counter attack thing also helps a lot. So she's really good for kind of early Fire Knight. Get your team rocking and rolling for that. Yep, and we got Kale up to level 30. Actually ascended him one time. So now the focus is going to be just kind of grinding and leveling up some of these, commons and uncommons, so we can get Kale up to 40. Got my War Priest almost all the way to 30, and then we opened a few other rares sort of along the way as we were doing the campaign missions. So as far as campaign, we got all the way to Valdemir Strait, and then I got stuck on this stage 5. Haven't been able to pass that yet, so who knows, maybe tonight. Okay, so that's pretty much where we are at as far as that stuff goes. I forgot that when you first start a new account, they kind of put you in this like little sort of dipping your toes in the water tournament, the novice tournament. Everybody has to go through it. I was kind of hoping maybe to get the first place, because I would like to get my hands on this ancient shard. However, this guy here, sort of overnight, he just like way overtook me. So I don't think I'll be able to catch up to him. Clearly, he knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, with this tournament, how it sort of works is you get tournament points for completing campaign missions, but you only get them for the first time you complete each one. So if I complete this one here, I'll get, X number of tournament points, but I've already collected the tournament points for each stage I've completed before that, and repeating those stages doesn't give me any extra points, so only the first time. You also get first points for the first time you beat each dungeon, so I went ahead with sort of each of the keeps. That was also in the missions line. We'll talk about that in a second, but I beat the first few stages in each of the keeps. Minotaur up to stage 6, and Dragon, Ice Golem, Spider. Spider I haven't been able to beat level 1, so like I said in the first video, Spider's a tough customer for new accounts, especially if you are free to play, but we'll see. Maybe we can cross that bridge very shortly. Okay, so a couple other important things. I did join a clan. That is very important. If you are a new player, join a clan ASAP, okay? I think clans seem to open maybe around level 10 or 15, something along those lines. There's a lot of great reasons for joining a clan. So obviously, you have the camaraderie of being the clan. You can ask them questions. I actually joined the clan that I'm in my main account with, and this clan is Axe vs. Rabbit. We have a few open spots, so anybody watching this video, if you're welcome to join if you want. There's really no limits to join this clan. It's basically a pretty new clan, but we have some big players that do some big stuff, and we do pretty well in clan versus clan tournament. So we're gonna be talking in the next few videos about sort of how to prep and do well in clan versus clan tournaments. So there's one coming up, I think, in about 5 or 6 days, something like that. But yeah, so a few important reasons for joining a clan. If you do clan quests, which I think I already did one. Yeah, I have 100 clan coins. So if you do these clan quests, then you get clan coins, and then you can spend those in the clan shop. And this is, for new players, a very good reason for doing clan quests. You can buy fragments for Yannicka. That's right. So if you can manage to get yourself 100 of these, unfortunately it only allow you to buy a maximum of 5 a week. So sort of we're talking about 20 weeks really to get Yannicka, but it is a free legendary. So if you stay on top of that one, you know, then you can get yourself a legendary that way. Is a great way to get a free legendary just by doing clan quests and helping your clan out. Another great reason for being in a clan is so that you can fight this big bad boy right here, the Demon Lord. Okay, so a great way to get like early gear that's decent. There's the Demon Lord drops, you know, specific gear. I think it's called Cruel and Immortal. Those 2 sets. So you can only get those from the Demon Lord, and you know, the way to get those is to fight the Demon Lord. And you know, every day at the basically when you log in the next day, if you've managed to do enough damage to the Demon Lord in these sort of categories, then you'll get whatever particular chest that you qualified for. And usually if you get in some of the better clans, they typically beat these Demon Lords every day, most of them. So if the Demon Lord actually gets killed, then you get double rewards. So whatever chest you would qualify for, you'll get 2 of them instead of just the 1. So I'll show you how bad my Demon Lord team is actually right now. So I did already do 1 battle, wasn't the greatest, but we'll see what we can do. So here's where I was talking about. This is what makes Kale kind of a boss choice as the beginning, is being able to do stuff like poison to the Demon Lord. I mean, he did 3,000 damage with his attack, but you'll watch, it'll do like 50,000 when these poisons proc, right? So Kale really helps you out in terms of things like boss fights, for sure. Okay, we're going to put counterattack on her. Alright. And then let the Demon Lord go once. I think I only last about 2 or 3 turns. Yeah, so did see 20,000 with each of those poison procs. And then we're going to try to throw some more on him here. Yeah, unfortunately. Getting his Kale's accuracy up is important. That's what helps land things like poisons, right? So anytime you're trying to land a debuff, accuracy is super, super important. Okay, and now I think we're gonna, this guy has a counterattack too, so throw that on him. Should counterattack twice. Oh, nope, not gonna counterattack if you're dead. Alright. Okay, let's see if we can cross that 100,000 point threshold. Yep, got there. Okay. So you can see, even just like, I just have terrible gear, right? So that definitely doesn't help my situation, but yeah, even like an epic that's almost level 40 will only last a couple turns against the Demon Lord in crappy gear. So that's kind of where we're at this point, but we try to do sort of as much as we can and maybe qualify for the 1st or 2nd level chest. Alright. Yeah, what did we get? So we got 210 total so far, and we need 286. Okay, I will do another Demon Lord battle, you know, in the off video time, but I just wanted to show you that's a great reason for joining a clan early if you're a new player. Okay, so before we get into doing anything else today, really important, if you can, get these challenges done. So I did want to show you that I had completed this one. Oh, no, it was actually this one. Yes. So I completed this one, which is going to give me, as soon as I claim it, my first Ancient Shard. So let's get that and open that up, and we'll see if we get lucky. All right. Ooh, I only have 1 slot left too, so perfect. Normally what I try to do is save, and it's kind of a good policy to do this if you can. But in the beginning, you kind of just need champions, so go ahead and open your stuff. But once you've kind of built up yourself a half-decent champion base, it's best to save, you know, ancients and voids and sacreds, things like that. For they run 2 times events, generally once a month. They'll run a 2 times event for whatever shard. So, and then you get double the chances. So let's see if we get lucky here. Probably get a rare. 90% chance or something. Yeah. Okay, so we got a rare. Ooh, who's this guy? Gator. I don't even think I have this guy on my main account. That's kind of funny. I do not recognize him as support champion. So attacks one enemy, 30% chance heal reduction. Okay. Place a 25% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's good for arena. And then removes all debuffs from all allies. So he's pretty terrible as far as a support champion goes. Didn't have a heal or a res or anything like that. Increased magic ally crit rate in all battles by 22%. Okay. But this is actually, in the early game, this is probably decent for getting your arena team. If you get him going first, get this on all your guys, then you might be able to wipe the other team before they even do anything. Speaking of arena, let's just have one quick arena battle here. So I kind of blazed through the arena a little bit too fast. I'm already in bronze 4. I feel like I'm probably going to be dropping out of bronze 4 back into bronze 3 very quickly, because realistically, there's not really much here I can beat. We'll give this one a try, but I feel like Gaelic. So I was talking about Kale being awesome for boss fights. Gaelic just kicks butt, everywhere else. His damage output, I think, is probably the highest of the 4 starting champions. So he just is really, really solid in all other places. But let's see if we can survive this one. Yeah. So okay, there we go. Okay. So we're gonna make the right moves here and maybe win this one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, he survived. All right. So we're gonna take her out. Give us a free attack. I think I'm gonna plug Gaelic with this. I'm gonna do a whole lot. Oh, it did all right. And then we're gonna hope Talia takes care of business here. Yes. Okay, so we've got a good chance of winning this one, I think. Yeah, I think we got this one. Good. But as you can see, realistically, so you saw I got 12 points there. That was actually for this sort of novice tournament. You can do arena as much as you want, and get points every time. But realistically, there's not much here that I can fight. Like, I tried actually fighting only a level 17 Sun Wukong, and I got obliterated. It just, legendaries are on a whole other level, than sort of everything underneath them. Okay, so we did a refresh there. Could probably do this one. Let's have a try. It won't take up too much time doing arena battles, but yeah, it's interesting to see. It's really strategic in this sort of early going. It's actually kind of fun trying to make your stuff work, right? Like, at this point, what do? Do I want to make sure Kale survives? So do I just go ahead and heal him, or do I throw an attack buff on all my guys? So usually that seems to be a decent strategy, so let's go there. I didn't quite get... Alright. Because Talia, I mean, she kicks butt with her AoE. So, yeah, worked out good. Got another one in the bag here, and you'll see I should get... Yeah, so I get 12 points, and that's, again, for that novice tournament. Alright. So that's that. That's where we're sort of at in the arena. I don't expect to be there for very long, but we'll see. Alright, a couple of things I did want to make sure we covered in this video. So I talked about, I got Talia. Oh, it's, I guess, new day changeover. Okay, we'll collect this. We'll get ourselves a ring. Oh, a bunch of rings. Nice. Alright, what else we got here? New player rewards. Yep. And I said it the other day, oh, I didn't know where I got the boots from, and that's where I got it from. Okay, so it'll be nice when this is done. We should get a full, decent life set, or lifesteal set, and then shaman, right? So it'll be nice when that is done for sure. Also got, alright, so an epic skill tome. Okay, so again, I wanted to make sure I covered off. I did get Talia from the promo code. So if you're not sure how to find promo codes, you can actually just Google raid promo codes, right? And so that took me to this particular website. I think it's called Dexerto. And I used this power starter code, but I didn't realize I tried Delina because that one is actually a legendary, and both these two didn't work, even though they say new accounts only. I didn't try superpower, so I'd really like to have Deacon Armstrong. So let's see if this one is going to work. I'm gonna cross my fingers here because Deacon Armstrong is really, really solid. So we'll try this. I've already used a promo code of this type. Oh, okay. So what I think that means is you can only use a new account code once. That's unfortunate. I definitely, if I knew that, so like I said, we're learning together, right? If I knew that, I much would have preferred to have Deacon Armstrong over Talia. Just way better epic champion for sure. So consider that. Excuse me. If you're new, I guess you can only use one of these codes. You know what? We'll try this one just to see if that actually is the case. Expired, so that one's no good. Right, we'll just try one more here. Lucky Raid. Yeah, okay. So I think it will only let you use one new player code. And then I guess you don't count as a new player anymore. So definitely consider which one you would want. Again, I tried these two and neither of those two worked. Obviously Mordecai doesn't work either, so it looks like Lucky Raid, Power Starter, or Superpowers will work, and I highly recommend you consider Superpowers. That said, these are not new player codes, so I'm going to definitely try one of these. Shouldn't be an issue. Another issue I had, actually I talked about, yep, so we did get that stuff, so that's cool. You can only use one promo code a day. I talked about the Prime Gaming drop codes in the last video, and I tried to do this on this account to get this guy, and it wouldn't let me have it because it logged into my Prime account, which I had used already on my main raid account. So I wasn't able to get it again. If anybody knows a way around that other than using someone else's Prime account, you know, let me know if it's possible to get this code for each of your raid accounts, or if it's, you know, it's limited to one per kind of Prime account, right? So again, if you've had that issue and you were able to overcome it, I mean, obviously, I could just use somebody else's you know, Prime account, but I kind of don't really want to do that to somebody else. So if there's a way for me to do it, and you know how that is with my my Prime account, then please let me know in the comments below. All right, so okay. Big update done. Like I said, right now, kind of what I'm doing is just running campaign. I'm going to be doing this for a while. You know, so a few things to think about. I'm leveling guys, right? So I'm just going to be putting in 3 guys and Kale. Okay? So the best way to do this is kind of just do the best stage that you can. The highest stage that Kale can beat on his own, because all the other guys are just going to die. You know, but we want the highest stage, excuse me, that your main guy can beat on his own. And then all of these stages here, so this is Durham Forest, all of these stages here will reward you with the same amount of XP except the boss stage. So stage 1 through 6, it doesn't matter if you do stage 6 or stage 1, you're going to get the same amount of XP. And this is not so important in the early game when you're doing sort of normal level, but later when you get to brutal level, the shields sell for the most. Okay, so get in the habit of, if you're just kind of running campaign to grind and level up guys to sack to, you know, to rank up your other champions, then do the highest stage you can, stage 3. So the best one on brutal, right? The best one is 12-3, so the last stage on brutal. That one will give you the most amount of experience you can get per energy, okay? Like, you get more experience from doing Nightmare or whatever, Hardcore or whatever the last one is, but you also spend 16 energy. So, you know, for best energy to experience ratio, it's been, you know, there's been studies on this. The best one to do is stage 12 or, you know, whatever, world 12, stage 3, okay? Because then you're also getting shields, which sell for the highest amount of silver. So, again, not too important in, you know, in the beginning here, when you're just doing normal and stuff like that, just do the highest one you actually can. Looks like, yeah, well, we died this time. All right. So just do the highest one you can. But in the future, when you're sort of gotten yourself to the brutal stage, then 12-3 is definitely the way to go. All right, so I'll run this. We'll finish this one out this time. He was autoing these pretty easily before, so I don't know. Maybe it's only like a 70 or 80% success rate. Guess we'll see. I actually clicked next, so I'm not even on the shield stage anymore at this point. Yeah, I got her done. Okay. Okay, so that is what I'm going to be spending my time in off video times here doing for the next little while. So we will catch up again very shortly. I just want to make sure I covered everything off. Yeah, important, like I said in the last video, really important to kind of do your dailies if you can. Should only take you about, I figured it was about half an hour. You know, this stuff's all pretty easy. B3 campaign bosses, that's, you know, none of this stuff really takes a long time. So super important. Make sure you do that so that you can get your, you know, Sacred and Void Shard for free once a month. All right, and yeah, make sure you go ahead and join a clan if you haven't done so. If you do want to do so, we have 8 spots left, so you know, when they fill, they're full. As long as you're active, you're welcome to join our clan. It's Axe vs Rabbit. If you do, I'll see you there. Say hi. I'm gonna run the Demon Lord another time to make sure I actually get this chest tonight. They always beat, you know, the first 3 at least every day, pretty much. So yeah, gonna run the Demon Lord again, get myself over that hump to get at least the first chest, and I will say thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below if you know, if there's something you want me to discuss in future videos, or if you're a new subscriber and just want to say hi. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.